Well, morning, afternoon, evening, diggers. Back off that rally now. God, what a carry on that was. 12 hours. I don't know if you watched that clip. 12 hours round trip. It was good. East Anglia, is it as good as Somerset? No. And you might be saying, what are you talking about? Anyway, forget all about that in a minute. Right, we got a predicament. We're looking in a minute places to dig. All of our usual places are up here, and I'll film some of that in a minute. We're just sort of having a little sort of mosey around to see what's about. But this is what most of us are up against. Look at this. Look, uncut grass, and that's probably left there for a reason. There might be some whatever they call it for the farmers, subsidiary for the farmers. That's the one. They might get something for that. It's not doing anything for me, but it is what it is. So that's impossible. But as we come round here, he's cut the grass here, and I haven't been on this field actually, but I'm just having a little look around to see if maybe it's going to be any good. So we might start here on the Friday. Usually these digs go Friday and Saturday, maybe a little bit of Thursday. But this week, Friday, Somerset. Saturday, gonna look at Frome. That's in Somerset. And we're sort of debating at the minute whether to go on 2 different group digs. There's one in Wincanton. I gotta laugh at this. And there's one in Dorset. But the one in Wincanton, Tom's got it on. So if I don't go to that one, he's gonna have me by the nuts. So I think I'll be digging in Wincanton. But anyway, let's go off and see these bloody other things we can't dig on. See you in a sec. So this is the maze I was going on about that he's put in, and it is high. And he wouldn't mind if we went round it and tried to dig it, but you know, I'm not going to upset him. I don't want to fall out with the bloke. He's been brilliant with us, and yeah, so no, we're definitely not going to go around here. We got some other fields with some winter barley and some wheat in it that he's going to be pulling out, but the trouble is that stuff's going to be stubble, and it's going to be hard stubble. That takes at least 4 or 5 months to rot down, at least, before you can get any detecting sense on it, so to speak. But yeah, we'll be giving this one a miss. I'm sure within the next couple of weeks or so, with the weather we got in a minute, this is going to be up here, and I doubt if I'll even be able to get in here. So let's go and look at something else. So I'm not going to go faffing around forever ever in a day. I've done that on a few other clips, and I just don't like yak and chatting. But anyway, found another bit of grass. So this is good, pasture, all nice, a bit hilly up and down, but hey. So this is one of the options, and I think this is the one we're going to go for on the Friday. And don't need to look for any more now, but we've got to get on this pretty quick, because with this sun and the rain and all the rest of it, it's going to be up again before you know it, and he's not going to want to get another cut at this for another couple of months. I expect wherever he stored whatever was on here is full up now, so you know, yep, this is the one. So I'll do a quick intro in a minute and go on about what we're going to do. Right. Morning, diggers. Well, at the end of the day, we've decided to go to Frome first, and I've just remembered my intro. Now, if you're going to look at this video and go through it, and after a couple of minutes think, it's rubbish, skip away, don't. Just watch what comes up. It's not brilliant, but the finds, it's incredible. It's a bit educational. So yeah, if you want to wind forward to 20 minutes, please do so, because it's well worth it. Anyway, we'll see you at the first hole. Well, off to the first dig of the day, and on this one, I'm going to keep using this so you can see what's going on. Is that an ER on there? Is that a bag seal? Don't know, but it's looking nice. I'll tell you what, my nails ain't going to be like that in a minute. They'll be black. But yeah, off the mark with a lovely bag seal. I think that says ER, not sure. You can see the crown on the top. Beautiful. On to the next. Well, I'll go straight in on a zoom on this one. And I think that is a George III farthing. You can see him pointing to the right. Reckon that's a farthing? Could be. It's too big for a penny. There's nothing on the other side. You could just about see Britannia seated. But that's about it. But farthing, that come up on a screamer. As always, if I can see them, I'll show them. If I can't, they won't go in my scrap. They'll just go in the box. Well, I did say I wouldn't film it if I couldn't see the coin, but I got a coin here, and I think, I'll zoom in on it, I think that is a grot. And I think on the other side, somewhere, maybe not, that Romnus and Remius thingy, jiggy, whatever, unless you can see anything different, I think we got a Roman grot. But he is a grot, but definitely worth filming. Roman grot. Well, I've been told on this one, I'm going to do a zoom in, because my zoom ain't working brilliantly. I think it's trying to get the grass or something. I don't know what it's trying to do, but not very good. But there you go, look at that. There's some beautiful little bits. It's just lovely. Open artwork apparently. Whoops, a daisy, yep. Thinking Victorian, something like that, maybe. I don't know, perhaps you'd know, but I bet that was lovely in the day. Cool. Well, on this one, we're thinking, dunno, whoop, silver, and it's a naval officer's cufflink. Unless you know any better. But there it is, there you are, nice bit of silver. Beautiful, lovely. You know, it's like going back to basics on this one, with this sort of stuff that's coming up. I don't know what it is. It looks old. It looks like it might have a couple of holes in it, but no idea. Nothing on the other side. Maybe part of a strap end. I don't know. But yeah, there's not a lot coming up, but what there is coming up, it's worth filming. How about that? Well, on this one, you'll probably turn around and say, Andy, you don't know what you're talking about. Go back to bed. Well, I'm not. Because I do know what I'm talking about, and this is the end of a Bronze Age socketed axe. And you tell me any different. What a find that is. Just got to find the rest of it. Might be stuck in someone's head or a skull somewhere. Well, I can see a little bit of a milled edge, and I'm going to use my super zoom to get in there and have a look at it. And I think I've got to look at my finger and look at the camera at the same time. I think it's here. Oh, yeah. Oof. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. You'll probably see the date before I will. 1924. So it's not quite, I don't know if it's 100% silver, but it's George V. And he's coming in with me and his moustache again. Sure, he got a moustache. Honey. Silver. And on to the next. I'm just having a couple of hours with Peter. We're just having a sandwich. And he's the man I'm usually talking to.
Jammy kit.
And here we go. Hammered. That'll do. We reckon that's at Eddie, don't you? Something like that?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
My tikka masala slice was nice though.
Nice. I'll see you in a minute.
Tomorrow we are off out digging, me and you. I just wish it was our living. We come so far with finds afar, with land that just keeps giving. Let's go digging, let's go digging, let's go digging as we plan, as we will find treasure that's been lost on this vast barren land. Gold and silver will be fine, but just a ringful will be mine.
Well, just a little bit of yik yak. I'm out at the minute. I've been going across these fields. It's sort of the same sort of fields as I've been doing around here, and this is one I haven't tried. As you can see, it's in pasture, but there's a hell of a lot of lead, and to be honest, they're not having a lot up, and I don't know why. It's not the conditions. It's just probably just quiet fields, but it's really close where I've had loads of stuff up, but it's massive. This one must be 80 acres, And I come across here not so long ago, never dug, but I had a chat with the farmer, and he just seeded it with grass, and he said, oh, can you stay off that for a while? And I thought, well, I don't never argue with the farmers, you know. I don't say, oh, well, it'd be all right, and this and that, and this and that, because it's not. He's just said, you know, don't go on it. So I didn't go on it. So I've gone on it now. I've been wanting to go on it for a long time, and bloody hell, it's quiet. There's no sort of iron grunt as well, so I've been looking for a bit of that, and you can't really see any brown spots because it's all grass now. But I should have put my drone up, but never mind. I'll just keep going. There might not be much up, but I got to persevere with this one. Well, this one is a purse bar, so there is something about here. You can see the cross hatching here. I think that's what they call it. That's a technical term for it. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of lead and bits, and just bits and pieces. And I've had 3 or 4 toasties and some buttons, but as you all know, I don't film that sort of stuff unless anything nice comes up. Yeah, anyway, on to the next. But a purse bar, just got to find where the bag was. It went on it with all the coins. Should be here somewhere. I'll let you know in a minute. No idea on this one. It looks like a strap end. What do you think? I'm asking everybody everything at the minute, 'cause I ain't got a bloody clue. There's a little something here. 2 holes there. Looks old. Strap end maybe? Maybe baby? On to the next. Well, I'm pretty rubbish at live digs. But I got 50, 55, 56. Just turn on it a minute. Yeah, 55, 56. It's not. If you come right up here, that's a good. If that's a signal there, that means it's a can or something. So it's not a can. I think this is going to be lead. The amount of lead that I'm digging. Right. I'm wondering whether to turn this off or just keep going. Anyway, I got the UK History Finders. Tom is dig tomorrow down Wincanton way. That looks promising. There's Saxon ore up down there. Never really found anything Saxon. Yeah, we're still in the hole. Let's have a look. So we get it out. Save my knees. No. Let's just try this bit. Glastonbury Festival's on at the minute as well. That's a bit mental. Let's have a look at this. Lead. We've been getting lead, so is this lead? I was blooming miles out on that. I bet it's lead. It's quite tough ground as well. But is it a button? I don't know, I'll clean it up. I had something like this just now, I think it's a toasty. But there is Roman round here, don't know. I'll have a look, clean it up. Anything comes up, I'll let you know. If not, I'll keep going. Well, I'm back with Paul here, and we're reminiscing over finds, like you do, in the back of someone's car, his car actually. And he's got a couple of hammered there. Can I have a look at them here? We got like, look at these. This was the other day when I thought, oh well, I'm not going to go there, and I'm not going to go here. And I didn't bother. And what one's that one?
Henry VII.
Henry the 7th, this one. Try and get, oh, look at that, that's much better in the sun. Henry the 7th, what a beauty. Look at that. And what's this one, Paul?
I think that's an Edward.
And this one is an Edward, but at that field, we've been having some cracking finds, and they're coming up in good nick as well, aren't they? Look at that. Long cross, and this is the star of the show. Look at this thing. And what do you reckon that is?
15th century man's silver ring.
Yeah. Did you say that you thought that went over a glove or something? Because it's quite
Possibly,
big, isn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. There you go. What a treat. Beautiful. Thanks, Paul. Lucky Paul. Well, I just come back to the van for some lunch and just to cool down a little bit and drink. Bloody hell, if you're out there, make sure you take some water with you, because this is just crazy. I know we're sort of lightweights in the UK. It's only 26 at the minute, but that's enough. This is a medieval candlestick holder, or part of it. Found one of these not so long ago, and this is part of a buckle just had coming across, so it's looking pretty promising. We could, there's a massive hill we could go up here and go across the top of that. We're thinking about sweeping round on that, just sort of prospecting. I had an accident up there once and we had a silver denarius, so don't know. So I think at the minute we're just going to be looking around here where this medieval candlestick holder bit come up. If you I had a look at one of those online, I'll get a picture here. But if you get a good one, I've seen them for 15 grand, which is crazy. Well, it's coming to the end of the day. Don't know what this is. A bit of furniture, maybe. Acorn, by the look of it. And I've had this thing here. Don't know what that is. I ain't got a clue. Bit of patina, I call that. And then this bit here, I think is another bit off of one of these medieval sort of candlestick things. I ain't got a clue. And a bit of a silver button, but it's pretty dire today. Not dire, but it's just trinkets, bits and pieces. Loads of toasties, loads of buttons, and on to the next. Right, I've just had this one up, and I'm not sure, but we found one or a bit earlier in the clip, and it looks like an axe head, the socketed bit here. I thought it was a bit of medieval sort of dish, but it's not. I mean, this thing's 2,500, 3,000 years old. That's crazy. And just because I've not found the whole thing, I've got this bit, and that means everything. Mad. Anyway, on to the next. Well, look at this, a chafing dish handle, medieval. Just to think, somebody would have been cooking all their stuff, they would heat it all up, it all been on there, the meat, God knows what, and you would have had somebody pick the side of the dish up 400 odd years ago. That is amazing, and I like the sort of heart shape. There's a bit of thought gone in there, but yeah, what a beauty. Right, so as you know, I don't show every dig. Look at this lot, look at it. That's the lead, tons, well, again, pounds of lead. There's toasties, there's buttons. This here, I did film that. That's a thermometer of some sort. You can see that, look. See? Buttons. This is off of some bucket or other. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. More buttons, more toasties. Toasties. There must be 20 odd toasties. Bit of silver here, look. That bit. Just tested that, that's silver. These two things here, when you talk about scrap and what you think scrap and what you don't think scrap, that's part of a socketed axe head, that. So check your scrap. Because, but under a tree, look at that. That's another socketed axe head, a bit of it, a little bit of it. And I thought it was a medieval dish of some sort or something like that, but no, the socketed axe head. I thought it was this sort of stuff. You know, you have a look at this, and you have a look at that. That's what I thought it was, just looking at that. Turn it around that way, bang. Socketed axe head, part of it. So you've got two Bronze Age bits there, you've got medieval there, and this is all from the same sort of area. So, you know, what is that? Anybody know? Don't know. And then we go on, we got that acorn thing we found, bit of a crochet bell. Shame there wasn't more of that. We got the candlestick stuff, this medieval stuff. So it's stooped with history here. We got that chafing dish handle thing, that's medieval. Just everywhere, there's bits and pieces everywhere. And we got this purse bar bit.
And I didn't film it all, and I thought to myself, God, it's a really quiet video, but you look at some of the stuff. I mean, somebody said this little bit here was a strap end, but it could be Saxon. So it's like we've been digging on a bloody museum. Look at it. We think this here has got a little spring in it. Think that's something to do with a toy cannon. We think this thing here is part of a toy gun. If you can see that, and there's bits on it. And a bit of it here. And buckles and just bits. And one other thing, and I'm going to go over it again. I did find a Celtic, what I think is bronze stator, just a part of it, a little part of it. And I got back and I thought to myself, hang on a minute, I've just washed that up. What is it? And yeah, it is a bronze stator, but it's only a little fraction of it. But I'll show you that. We'll go on to the next little bit. This here is what we found. And on top of this, there's another 25% more that I haven't even filmed. I haven't even looked at. You know, there might be some more stuff in there, but check the scrap. Look at that, and that's mad. But one thing that's missing is a hammered coin. Not one hammered coin there. Not one silver coin. It's just all trinkets, bits and pieces. Is it because we're not on plough? Is it because we're on pasture? Is it because the ground's dry? Is it because of anything? But anyway, moving on.
Well, I don't know what you reckon on this one, but I'll do a bit of a close-up. This one, now you might laugh, but I think this is part of a bronze stator. Why would I say that? Here's I've had Celts up, and this lends itself to being Celtic. So I think that's part of a bronze stator. I think. On to the next. Well, that was some dig. There weren't loads come up. Well, there was loads come up, as you've just seen, but we never had any hammers. That was an odd one, but that's for another day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for Tom for supporting us, UK History Finders. Thanks for everybody who subscribed. We're getting, mega people watching and subscribing. It's lovely. And anyway, we'll see you all on the next.